Woo, what's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So, I am bringing you a knife today that is in one of my family of favorites. I love the brand. So, before I bring you the knife, I'm going to tell you, I already brought you its little brother, right? This case right here is the Mako, and you can see this little beautiful piece of joy. It's even got a little Mako shark on there. And this knife is phenomenal. And not only did I bring you the Mako, but I brought its competitor. I brought you the Buck 110. A knife so good, I got two of them. So this one is old as dirt. This is a crazy old 110, but as you see, it still works. It still holds up. The thing's still a beast. This is the one right here that out of my 110s that I carry, this one's a little bit newer, a little bit fresher, a little bit prettier. Oh, yeah. So, bringing you the Mako and the 110 pairing, it's only fitting that I bring you the gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, oh, that's such good leather, Case Hammerhead. There you see Mr. Case right there, that handsome man with a big old beard. So, first off, this is nice. Just like its little brother, the Mako, which has a nice, a darker leather. The leather is fine. These are really well built. That's the one problem I had with the newer Buck 110s, is they come in a nylon pouch. Still works, but it's not as nice. Speaking of nice, look at this gorgeous hunk of blade right here. We are talking 5 inches closed with a 3.5 inch touch over, 3.5 inch blade. It's got the true sharp steel that Case uses, which is so sharp. It is really, really nice. The handle is black Durlin. If you don't know what that is, neither do I. It's some kind of synthetic. Really, really nice fit and finish. It's a Case, true and true. As sweet as it can be. How does that blade line up? Dead nut right there. That is gorgeous. So the action on this, you can do a pinch and pull, or you can use the thumb slit right here, which is carved so deep. Now you look at the difference between the thumb notches. You can see that the Case over the Buck, as far as the thumb notch, is just a really crazy, well done, nicely carved in there thumb notch to pull that out. That's next to the Mako. I mean, that's a pretty family right there. This thing is awesome, man. You probably hear the dog eating in the background. If it's annoying, my bad. But yeah, so you see it's got Case whoop right there in the brass. Whoop right there in the brass. And it's got something written. I can't see through the light, but it's got something right there on the lock. And it's on one side. Trying to see. Oh, and there you go. You got, oh man, this light is really hard to work with. But it's got something there on the blade. Oh, wrong side. I was showing you the wrong side. Case USA. Looks like 2159 LSS. Obviously, that's stainless. But there we go. You get a little better shot of that, maybe. Man, it is hard to get focus on this. The light is causing a crazy glare. But outside of that, you have the little hammerhead on there. Telling you that it's a hammerhead. This thing is, you know, if this was a woman, it would be a goddess, man. That's how nice this thing is. It's just beautiful. If this was a man, this would be down to be all day. So, let's see here. Wow. All right, so it is almost beyond razor sharp. I mean, it is true sharp. It is Case true sharp. And they do not jack around when they say true sharp. They mean it is sharply true. It is true sharp. So the thing works. Now, I want to go outside But it was raining out there just a few minutes ago. Maybe the rain's let down a little bit, and we can go do a little carving and cutting and seeing how this little beast gets to work. But I can tell you right now, just from holding it, just from feeling it, let's give it a good side by side with the 110 here, so you can really get an eyeball on these two together. I mean, these are two of the best pocket knives you'll ever own. These are two of the best folders, best lockbacks you will ever own. And man, you cannot get a better pairing than these guys right here. But this is a case, and there's something about that case steel and that case edge, something that just drives me wild. So let's go outside and let's get driven wild together. Hold on now. All right, so it is still raining out here a little bit, but I don't care. It's only a little bit. Let's get this show on the road. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some 4-foot drops. We'll see how that balance goes through the air. Woo! It started folding. It is a folder. It is heavy in the rear. Oh, that was a good one right there. I dropped it dead straight though. Maybe that first time was on me. Yeah, that was better. Let's do a couple hard downward. Man, the fit and finish on this is gorgeous, guys. A couple hard downward throws. Woo! That is some bite. That is some bite. Now, the point of these hard downward throws isn't just to check the bite, because we already know it's going to go. It's got a, wow, man, it's got a swedged end, so it's not going here. But you want to see if there's going to be any wiggle, any wobble, which there is none. And you want to see if these are going to loosen up, which they have not, or if there's going to be any separation. This whole body is brass, and that's what makes it nice. Rather than just brass on the ends, the entire frame is brass. And that's what makes it look nice, because I'm not a big fan of brass bolsters on a silver knife, but when done right, whew, man, this is so nice. Try to see if I could see what this says now over here. Oh, it says press to release. That's what it says on that. So inside, that light was just too much, but here it is just right. So again, with all case, oh, it even says Hammerhead right underneath the shark right there. It actually says Hammerhead inside the print. But with all case blades, you can look at the logo to discern what era, what years your case is. So that one is a newer blade. It's got a newer stamp. Let's see how this guy goes right here. Well, that was easy. that was really easy. Let's go with the hard vacuum cleaner hose here, and we'll just brush right through it because, well, it's a case. It's true sharp, and it is truly sharp. So let's see here. Yep. Let me tell you something, guys. If you have a need for a pocket knife, something sharp, something to work, say you're an electrician, if this cut through vacuum cleaner hose, it's gonna help you splice a wire. I'll tell you that. Let's see what we can get here. Bam. Any loosening? Nope. Right there. You gotta love a good lockback. You know, they come out with all these crazy new designs and all these new knives and flippers and assisted opens and this and that, but I'm telling you, there's something about a traditional lockback or a traditional trapper or pocket knife that is just a must own. You know what I mean? You have to, if you're a knife guy, you can't just have all the new technology. Sometimes you got to go old school. Now the Western 49 style, like the Case XX Bowie, my favorite, the Wild West by Cold Steel, and this are the most copied knife designs ever. Those two designs are the most copied ever. So when you're talking about getting something that people just know how to build, the blueprints have been out there. The blueprints have been out there forever. You can easily, you know, find one that's going to be built good because everybody does it and everybody knows how to. So let's see here. Wow. 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 Oh my gosh. This is so simple. This is so simple. The edge on this blade. The edge on this blade. The edge on this blade. Did I mention the edge on this blade? That is so nice. There we go. There we go. There we go. The old hammerhead. Let's spin this stick around. Start creating a tip right here. Once we get to a certain point, we can make a point, right? So now, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So this shaves better than a Gillette, man. I'm telling you, this thing is purely perfect. Purely perfect. It's I mean, freaking arrows, darts, tent spikes you need to make. You need to make pit spikes for trapping. Anything you need to carve. You need to make a bed. I don't care what you need to make. You can make it with this knife. Let's see if we can't de-tip this thing real quick. Whoa. There we go. There we go. So let's see if we can't give out a nice square start right there. And oh, you know what we need to do? We need to notch. We need to notch. And notching we will do because this blade is perfection. So there you go. You got your little half right there. Let's make a full big square notch, or a box notch, or the Lincoln log notch, however you want to call it. Let's just notch. Let's just notch. Man, this knife is pure. This knife is pure. Guys, if you do not own, look at that. It is perfect. If you do not own a classic style knife like the 110 or the Case Hammerhead, then your knife collection sucks, because you have to have at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of these. Even the K-Bars version is really nice. Awesome. Let's keep going here in the rain. All right. So that's what used to be the trampoline before this tree fell on it. So let's take this guy down right here. Let's first shave off a couple of these things that are sticking out here. Now we'll just woo. That's 3. Let's shave off a few more, and we'll work it down even more here. Now it's getting nice thicker part here. We're going to try the same thing. You can hear the thud. You can hear the thud hit, because now we're getting to a nice thick stalk. And it's all little thorns too, and they're not the good thorns. These are the kind that like go inside you. You don't feel them going in, and then all of a sudden you touch your finger and you're like, oh, there's a thorn inside my finger. I mean, look at him. I don't know if you could see him, but oh, that is thorn. So let's clear that down. These are like hollow at the top, but as you get to the bottom, they get pretty solid. And it's solid, and it's all those hair-like thorns. Those suck. All right, so let's see. Now we got a nice solid piece here. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. 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 You could hear the sound change the farther down you go, because listen, hit it with the spine. That's a piece. That's a piece right there. Bam. Look at that. That is, look at this. That's solid. That's solid right there, right? Let's try one more. Bam. All the way to the bottom. I guess one more. I guess, yeah, that didn't hurt. Man, that is a solid piece at the bottom. But it's the Case Hammerhead. It's the Case freaking Hammerhead. So let's venture on here into the grasslands and see if we can't do a little baton for some kindling size wood right here. Because, you know, the blade's only 3.5. So obviously you're not going to be batoning a 5-inch, you know, a 5-inch board, or I mean a 5-inch log. So we just need to get enough that we can get our baton on. And here we go. Now remember, you don't go crazy batoning on one of these, because this point right here puts a lot of stress. Look, it'll put a lot of stress. I closed it with my finger. I was like, what the hell just happened? It puts a lot of stress on that, and you don't want to do that. So, but if you're gonna try to like hold it and not close it, probably not letting your knuckle rest on that is a good idea. But there you see, it's pretty simple to go down and just shred some kindling up. Man, that tip is nice and sharp. Now you'll see the angle I'm going at like this, because it puts less stress on the lock to have the angle down. It makes it harder to baton on with a big fat baton, but I'm not going to stress the lock, because I don't want to ruin the lock. I don't want to damage the lock, but because I'm using it for something it's not made for, but I still want to be able to complete my task, right? And so, look at that. Look at that. Nice thin pieces to get my firewood going. That right there is pretty damn good. Now let's see how it all holds up. It's not going to close on me. It's not going to close on me. It's the Case Hammerhead. Now, you're not going to do that kind of stuff, obviously, you know what I mean? You're going to use it for what it's made for. You know, you're not going to be like me, because that would be dumb. But knowing that it can complete tasks is nice. Knowing that it can do things that you're not going to need it to do is nice. So, and never ever throw. I almost dropped you guys. Never throw one of these, because it will break if you throw it. If you throw it and miss, it'll break. You know, so I got lucky. I didn't break it, but I threw it like a little sissy girl. So let's try that again. There we go. So, you know, when you don't want to break them, you go a little tentative at first, because that was the first time I ever threw this. But it throws. You're not going to use it for that. But it's just knowing that it can take it. And obviously it's still, there's no sound, there's no rattling, there's no loosening. Let's see how the, especially after missing a throw, let's see. You hear that snap closed? That's a good thing. Let's see how it all lines up. Still dead center, perfect. Let's see if I opened up any creases here. None. So there is zero damage, there is zero spacing, there is zero, you know, issues with fit and finish. It's just a great knife. This is just one of those knives that it's not just grandpa's old knife. This is a great anybody's knife. So let me come over here. Might just have to stick it in the old-fashioned way. There we go. You know, when I do a video, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take the knife and I'll turn it around, and I'll put it in this stump here and take a picture and put it on Instagram with a link to the video. And so that's what I do. That's my little Instagram stump is what that's turning into. But here we have it, guys. The Case Hammerhead, true, one of the best of its style, right? One of the best of its class. You know what I mean? If you're gonna carry this kind of knife, there's only two really that you should consider, and I mean really. There's others that are really good, but the Case Hammerhead, the Case Hammerhead, the Buck 110, those are your two big dogs in the fight. And you can tell just by looking at it that this is a serious knife. They've been around forever, and they just keep making them right. Great freaking knife. Absolutely worth the buy. Absolutely worth owning. This is something that, it's one of those knives that I never get rid of. I don't get rid of any of my knives, but I carry a lot of my knives, and this is one of those that ends up on a belt or just thrown in a pocket and getting carried on a just any day basis, because that's the kind of knife it is. It's just that good. So that's it for that. I'm going on vacation, so you guys won't hear from me for a couple days. But when I get back, we'll get right back into the swing of things. Awesome. 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 The Case Hammerhead. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.